Testy, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, testy, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
I've got it.
It'll come up any minute, any minute, any minute. It'll come up any minute, I promise you. We are early, so don't panic, you're not late. If you refresh the page. Ooh, hello. Happy Earth Day, everybody. Very cool. Do, 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 do. Yeah. Is it in the thing? Sometimes it. There you go. Woohoo! Can you hear that? How about if I put it on there? Might be able to hear it a bit better. That's the Earth frequency tuning fork. Hi, Mandy. Hi, Gary. Around the way back. Ah, that's better. You can hear that now. Woohoo!
Focus your send light.
Hi, Tracy.
Matter physically build.
You're trying to read your writing?
No, I'm testing the sound level.
Oh, right.
It's all technical.
Do sound test, sound test. Testy, testy. 2, 4, 6, 8. Who do we appreciate? Excuse me. Oh my God. Right, I'm going to do one more of those. Oh, that's a big one. Hi, Lisa. Whee! It's the Earth tuning fork. 136.10 hertz, this one. Very good for grounding. And it's frequency of the Earth. I don't know if you can see that on there. Get it in the right light. Woo, you can sort of see it. 136.10 Earth. That's Earth. So while we're waiting, I'm just doing a little bit of tuning fork stuff because I love tuning forks. This is 111. 111 tuning fork, magical healing frequency, which is quite amazing. Very healing. It's very good for. There we go. That's better. Hear that better now. Whoops. Yeah. After I used them in our mirror magic the other day, I didn't know they were going to come out quite so well through the mic. So this was, I thought, no, I'm going to do it again. Going to do it again. I'm doing for time. 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
So just give it a couple more minutes. Step on my chin fork. Whee. We'll love that one. And what you can do with tuning forks, with the weighted ones, you can put them on your head. So now I look like some kind of weird alien. Sorry. Anyway, so that's a 111. See that? 11. You sort of see it in the light. 111. 111 hertz. Very healing frequency in any way, shape, or form. That one. Ooh. Sorry. Okay. So what are we doing here? What are we doing here? Thank you, Ian, for your little introduction there. Thank you. So we're going to do a little talk around kind of, well, first of all, Ian's going to take you through a very short meditation, a really nice meditation. And then we will have we're going to kind of it's kind of more like a discussion than us just talking. So it's a discussion. So feel free to discuss. Yeah. So we're going to be talking about ways that we have kind of trodden a witchy path without necessarily realizing it. Yeah. For years, both of us kind of been on parallel paths before we even met, which is quite mad. But it's when we got together, we actually made conscious decisions to be more ecologically minded. Yeah. So we're going to talk about a few of those little bits, from cars to toilet roll. Because who do you know out there that talks about toilet roll? I don't know anyone out there that talks about toilet roll. So we're going to talk about companies who are ethical as well. And then we have some books that we want to share with you, which have been for us some quite aha books. We'll be going through the crystals that I've got down here. You can't see them tonight, but they're down here. They're here. So I'll go through those as well. And then we're going to save 10 minutes at the end for, now some of you might know this mantra, the Gayatri mantra, the earth mantra. It's in Sanskrit. I think it's in Sanskrit, isn't it? It's not Gurumukhi. Yeah, it's in Sanskrit. So we're going to do that at the end with a bit of drum. So if you've got drums or other instruments that you're going to play along with, then cool. Okay, so Ian's going to take you through just a guided meditation to start with. So over to you, sir. What do I want that for? I don't need that.
So I want everyone at home to sit, make yourself comfortable and sit quietly, closing your eyes. And I want you to focus on your heart. Using the breath for your focus. So we're breathing in and breathing out, which should send your mind to focus on your heart. So breathing in, and as you breathe out, the diaphragm drops down to where the heart is. I don't know if you can feel that. So do me the great honor of breathing in with me and breathing out, and the mind and the feeling drops to the center of the chest, the heart. Focusing on the breath, breathing in and breathing out, sending the focus of your mind to the heart. Breathing in, just normal breathing, and breathing out, sending the mind and its focus to the heart in preparation for this meditation. Breathing in and breathing out, sending the mind's focus to the heart. So we're going to do this one more time. So breathing in, breathing out, drawing down the mind to the heart. So what I want you to do now is to place, or do me the great honor of placing your left hand on your chest above your heart and your right hand on your diaphragm, on your tummy. So we're sitting like this. So we're relaxed. We don't hold the arms. We there's the tension. Oh, I'm a little bit stressed. Then let me go. And let that go. Just to sit in that space. So just holding that space for yourself. So being present in this moment and focusing on the breath. So if the mind drifts, we always bring the mind back to the breath. Oh, there's the breath. A little bit like listening to the sea and the waves crashing on the beach. So I want you to imagine all of the members of this Facebook Live sitting within a sacred circle. So I want you to imagine all the members of this Facebook Live sitting within a sacred healing circle. Just holding that visualization in your minds. You don't have to put faces to anybody, just view them as energy sitting in a circle and connecting. You might see the circle to begin to rotate with the different pulses of the energy of each individual. So focusing on the breath, if your mind wanders. So I want you to visualize a healing light now moving around this circle. When you're ready, when you've got that visualization, moving around the circle. So this light is a healing light and it's a white light. So we're going to move that around our circle that we've created in this space that you've created as this amazing being that you are, with the other members and myself and Andrew. Focusing on the breath, which brings you back to focus on the heart and your visualization for this meditation. So as that light begins to go around the circle, it builds speed, which is pulsing and healing with intention. So this light is pulsing and healing with intention as the light moves around this virtual circle of all the members of this Facebook Live. Focusing on the breath, bring the mind back to the center of the heart and your visualization. So just a normal breath. So we're building this energy within the circle, and it's pulsing and it's glowing, and the energy is flowing around the circle, pulsing, glowing and flowing around the circle. A brilliant white healing light of intention. Focusing on the breath, knowing you're in a safe space that you have created. Focusing on the breath and sending that light around the circle, building its speed, pulsing, glowing and flowing with love, peace and understanding. Now draw that light into the middle of the circle through your heart as the pulse comes around into your body. It comes around through your heart into the middle, creating a ball of white light with all the other members of this Facebook Live. Focusing on the breath, breathing in, breathing out, connected with your beam of light coming out from your heart into the middle, creating a healing ball of light with all the other members. And when that ball has formed and is pulsing a white light, we're now going to send the light up into Mother Earth's aura. So just visualizing light gently rising up out of this sacred space that you've created in your environment, into the sky, into the aura of Mother Earth. And then we're going to send it around the Earth. So same feeling as a circle. A light that is building, pulsing, and glowing and flowing with intention. The intention is to heal, to bring peace, to bring guidance where required. And that brilliant white light of healing is going to cover the whole of our Mother Earth with intention, like a blanket when we're cold. So slowly spreading all over the earth, maybe like a mist, whatever it is for you. Could be clouds, but it's covering the whole earth with love, peace, understanding, compassion, intention. Focusing on the breath, breathing in, breathing out, and sending that energy through the light into the ball, up into the aura of the Mother Earth and around the earth with intention, knowing that you're a powerful being of light and that you can, with us, heal this planet, our Mother Earth, and all its inhabitants. From the microcosm to the macrocosm. Focusing on the breath, sending your intention, the white light of healing, around the earth. And when you feel you have covered the whole of Mother Earth with this wonderful intention, I want you to then start to draw the light back slowly in your own time, in your own safe space, back above us in the sky, drawing the light down into the circle, watching the beam of light arrive back into the ball of light, pulsing, glowing and flowing, a brilliant white light of healing and intention, powerful. Just observing all the different lights going into all the different hearts around the world in this Facebook Live, and then drawing the light out from the ball of light, which dissipates, that healing into yourself, holding at the end, when you've drawn that light back, that wonderful healing energy of the cosmos, or whatever it is for you, inside yourself, which is then going to emanate around your body, filling you up with this wonderful healing white light of intention, and going to where it needs to go. And that's your own personal healing. Focusing on the breath. So breathing in what you want, need, desire. Breathing out what you don't want, need, or desire. Breathing in holding your heart still. So we're going to slowly begin to come back into the room, focusing on the breath, gently bringing yourself back, maybe moving your fingers, moving your toes, moving your arms, maybe your head, and going, hi world, I'm back. And really give yourself a pat on the back for your intention of what you was trying to achieve in your meditation. Blessed
hi, Tracy. Hi, Joanna. Hi, Rihanna. Hi, Wendy. Yeah, Tracy, the weighted tuning forks are very cool. We've got a few of them in our collection. They're very cool. I love it. Thank you. Yeah.
That's okay. Thank you for participating.
Okay. So, crack. So, I just want to talk around the kind of things that we have kind of done regarding the earth. Hi, Daniela. Danielle or Daniela? Daniela or Danielle? I'm not sure.
That's Daniela.
Daniela. So the first thing I think for me personally, I'd like Ian to talk about it, because I've never owned a car. I've never passed my driving test. I can drive, but I've never passed my test. It was never high on my priority, to be quite honest. There you go. Tracy said that was lovely. But for Ian, that was a real challenge with the whole car thing. Yeah. So, Mr. Nubrona, would you like to talk about your experience with... I can do that. That's fine. What are we using one of them for?
It's a nice sound. Yeah, the thing about cars is as we're talking about Earth Day and ecology, is that it's the kind of mindset of what cars do. Although they do some good things like transport food and infrastructure and so on, and transport people around. One of the things certainly about cars is one of the pollution that it produces from the vehicle itself, but also it's the intrusive nature of roads into our communities. So our communities are no longer places of community. They are places of roads. So roads going
rather than streets. Yeah.
And that for me was something that I didn't really want to buy into. So that's when I changed to, and it's quite a big thing to get onto transport and not use my car anymore. That was quite difficult. So I was so used to doing it, and I think it's like a lot of things in this Earth Day that we might bring up is the question of, you make that change and there's kind of a little bit of what's the word, a little bit of like death in it that you grieve over. That's what I'm looking for. There's a little bit of grieving, or in the long run you become a much richer person for making those small changes. along
Well,
with bigger
it's like
changes with other
camping.
people.
It's like camping. When we had the car, go camping, we take the car, we load everything into the back of the car, and off we trot. Yeah. Daniela. Danielle, not Daniela. Okay. Fantastic. And it was a real learning experience, wasn't it? Going from loading everything into the car to like, how are we going to get our massive, great big tent to the campsite? It's like, I don't actually know how we're going to do that. And I had this silly little shopping trolley. Yeah, that wasn't going to do it. We put it on there and the thing broke. So, we came up with ways and means to, to still do the things that we love to do, but do it using good old public transport. Now, English public transport is renowned for being crap. Yeah. And some of the places that we've gone, it's even worse. Like, a bus every 4 days or something. You're like, oh shit, we missed the bus. We gotta walk. I mean, for you, Ian, what was it that drove you really to stop using the car?
Well, it was just the whole kind of mindset around, because I did a lot of unraveling of myself when I re-raveled myself out. I could see that the positives, sorry, the negatives outweighed the positives of having cars within our societies. For me personally, I think we can go in a different direction. For me personally,
definitely. Well, it's certainly been an adventure without a car, especially, the main thing, going camping and going long distances as well, with all of our kit, which is always interesting, especially with the dog, especially with a Henry.
I think as well, with getting into the more sort of occult side of things, there is a certain energy that is, it knows no boundaries, it knows no barriers. With whether you are a woman, a man, you are whatever nationality that you are, people get angry in cars for absolutely no reason,
no apparent
at
reason.
all.
Yeah.
I mean, there are some reasons sometimes, yes, but there is a certain energy, and it's called, they have named it. I don't know if they have that around in other countries, but in this country they call it road rage. And I just find that an interesting emergence of a negative energy, one which we don't really need. And I suppose it can teach us about ourselves, but people do change when they get into a car and have a different mindset. Yeah. And they don't always leave it in the car.
No.
Quite often they bring it out of the car.
You need a rickshaw. Well, I did have a sort of a rickshaw-y type thing. I don't ride a push bike anymore because it would seize my body up. But I had a really cool trailer on the back of my push bike. I used to hitch to the back of my push bike. But he doesn't ride a push bike anyway. So, and like I say, I was getting...
I walk everywhere.
More and more, my body would seize up every time I rode a push bike. So it's like, nah.
The thing about walking is that because we are on an earth walk, so taking a leaf out of the Aboriginal cultures,
triple
we
coffee.
are earth walking.
Yeah,
we are earth walking. So unless you actually walk, I think there is a certain, once again, there is from an occult point of view, there is a certain energy when walking the earth. Yeah. So we can do that in many different ways, whether we've got shoes on, whether it's in the country or in the city. There is a certain reverence energy to walking, which is very connected to
our ancient ancestors,
to Mother Earth.
Yeah, and our ancestors, definitely. Oh, I didn't light my candle. So, I suppose I mean, I'm not saying you should all go out and ditch your cars tomorrow. You know, if you wanted to, that's entirely up to you. But you know, some people couldn't, even if they wanted to. But there's certainly other things that you can do around, you know, making better choices. And it's always about knowledge. It's always about having that knowledge of being able to do something in a different way. I'm going to show you this. I've got to talk about this. I'm sorry. I've got to talk about this. There's a company, yeah. I really admire this company because they are like superstars, ecologically minded, yeah, ecologically wise. Suma, S-U-M-A. You've probably heard of them. You may not have heard of them. They're based in the UK, but they, you know, they, as far as I know, they ship all over the world. And I was sick and tired of, I don't know, plastic on everything. Including your bloody toilet roll. Yeah, it's the most ridiculous thing ever. And you know, these big corporate companies who, you know, oh well, our toilet roll is you know, it's got 10% recycled paper. Well, what the fuck is that gonna do? That's not gonna do fucking shit, is it? So I did some research and I found these guys, Suma, yeah, and their toilet roll is 100% recycled paper, and this covering is made from potatoes. Potatoes, yeah. It's made from potatoes. I think, yeah, potato starch. So it's sustainable, it's renewable, and it composts down into nothing when you put it in your compost bin. How cool is that? And that's not the only reason why I would choose this company, and I don't get commission, is their toilet roll and any of their paper products, yeah, they are made from 100% recycled fibre. So I'm just reading this. Fibre sourced exclusively within the UK. Some of it is post-consumer waste. Some of it is collected by local authorities, curbside collections, and you know, proper waste merchants who sell it to them. There's also printers, trim, greeting card manufacturer waste. There's no chlorine in it, yeah, so it's nice to your bottom. And it is just, you know, that they go the extra mile literally by minimizing the amount of miles they do in their petrol or diesel transportation, yeah. But not only that, yeah. Since the Second World War, the mechanization of agriculture and pressure for development land and road building has led to a loss of ancient woodlands, copses, and hedgerows, which we know, yeah. Yeah, absolutely, Wendy. Very responsible. And they're partners with a company called Tree Sponsibility, yeah. And they are basically replanting broadleaf trees in this country where you know, there's maybe a lot of pine and things like that, which have kind of taken over some of our woodlands. So things like oak, ash, birch, hawthorn, rowan. And they do this, you know, because they believe in what they're doing, yeah. Absolutely, yeah. And, you know, when I was still a teenager, I had quite a few epiphanies when I was a teenager, and had even more once I started taking acid. But that's another story. What I realised was this whole world is a throwaway world, yeah. And I've never been like that. I will always mend something, or I will charity it, or I'll buy from a charity shop if I can, yeah. Because I don't like that whole, well, it doesn't work anymore, let's throw it away, you know. Or, you know, oh, it's got a little chip in it, let's throw it away. Or, oh, well, this looks like it's a couple of years old now, let's throw it away. So, what is the matter with that? Oh my goodness, it's crazy. So not only that, with this company, they are amazing, yeah. They are also a workers' cooperative, yeah. So they call themselves a radical business, which in this day and age, although it's becoming more acceptable to be an ethical business, yeah. But, you know, these guys, I'm not sure how long these guys have been going. They've been going a long time. I know that much. I think they were definitely going in the 70s, if not before that. Yeah, charity shops are cool, aren't they? I love them. So if you can support SUMA in their, you know, in their amazing efforts, even if it's, you know, helping planting the trees, look up tree responsibility and help with the planting of trees, anything you can do. For me, I mean, you know, and there are many ethical companies out there. Another one in Glastonbury, Indigo Herbs, is another one that comes to my mind. They're a small family business, and they are very ethical in what they do as well. So these companies are out there, but you just have to do a little bit of digging to find them, because, you know, the corporateness of everything else, the homogenization of everything else is layered over the top of it, yeah? Second-hand shops. I love second-hand shops. What's that, Tracy, about road rage? I know. It's very, very strange how getting in a car, and we call them Daleks, because it's a you know,
it's a being inside
a metal box
machine.
Inside a metal machine, yeah. So it's like we turn into Daleks and we get behind the wheel of a car. It's really mad, and it is exterminate. You know, it is so bizarre because we become invincible. Although if you've ever seen a car crash, people are not invincible inside cars. Certainly not anymore. Yeah, disposable goods for convenience. Yeah, Wendy, absolutely right. You know, and if we can kind of, in some way, shape or form, promote people not doing that, then so much the better, you know. I mean, we've even rescued stuff, and well, we've done both. We've put stuff out the front of our home for people to take when we no longer want it, and vice versa. You know, people around here will leave stuff outside their front door, outside their, you know, their garden if they don't want it. What happens to it if no one takes it is anyone's guess. Upcycling, we call it upcycling. The table that my laptop's on actually is an upcycled table that well, it broke completely, so Ian upcycled it, and I will actually take some photos of this actually because it's very cool, and I'm actually making a skirt for it to pretty it up.
It's made out of an old CD rack.
It's made out of two old IKEA CD racks. The mosaic bit of the tabletop was the old table, and then there's some shelf brackets, which are the feet, and then just a bit of old, what is that, a bit of chipboard that the glass mosaic bit is sat on. So, you know, all it takes is a little bit of, you know, imagination, and you can upcycle just about anything.
So what I was going to say about what Tracy said,
yeah,
just to help, if I can remember what she said, bear with me. Yeah, so it's so that's the thing about taking up your power as an amazing developing human being is, so the first thing is, when you learn any knowledge, you take that knowledge and it's kind of like you hold it there, so you have the awareness of it, and sometimes you can choose to use it, or sometimes you forget to use it and go, oh, there it is. Oh,
yeah.
Goodness, oh, quick, put that on.
Yeah.
Or other times, you know, you might not need to use it because it's not the right time to be using it. Like, for example, if you are you work for somebody and you are playing your drum, for example, I mean, that would be good. I think that'd be good. But if you're supposed to be working, you might say,
yeah, your boss is going to
go,
down, what are you doing? You should be working.
Down, actually do some work. Anyway. So that's the first thing. So for me, there are two paths which lead, when you look out along a path, into what we're calling, or what the world is calling, Earth Day. So I think every day is Earth Day, but
well, hey. Yeah, exactly. That's the path of witchcraft.
To build this relationship. And that's the thing. I think if we're teaching or advocating anything and putting it on up there, so there's the awareness. So my awareness to you is to say, okay, what are those paths? And there are two distinct paths which are raising at the moment in this energy, whatever you want to call it, Aquarian, the sun energy, and so on and so on and so on, the change in the cosmos, the great universe and the multiverse. And one is veganism, if you want to call it that, and the other one, and the other one is witchcraft or paganism.
Yeah.
And the two distinct things that they both have in common is that they care about, one cares about the beings on the planet, and certainly witchcraft cares about the environment of the planet. So
marrying together is just perfect.
Marrying those two together, so because we're modern people and modern witches, is for me what I'm advocating with that awareness. So we're going to have days where you think, oh, you know, we can't do this, and we're going to have days where, goodness me, we can make a difference. And I think that kind of leads into maybe the first book that we're going to talk about.
Oh, The Legacy of Luna. Yes, amazing book, this. I don't know if any of you have read it. Oh, it's just like, this woman is the Boudica of our modern times. She saved, this is quite a long time ago I read it. I can't remember if she saved just one redwood tree or a forest, but she was certainly campaigning to save a forest of redwoods. Yeah, they're going to chop them down. You know, these trees are like thousands of years old, and they were just going to chop them down just to make some money. So what is wrong with these people? And I got this on eBay for like a couple of quid, and then the postage on top. Amazing story. It was quite inspiring when I read it, because it's not just the story of, you know, saving the trees. It was her own personal journey, and at times, you know, she was actually extremely vulnerable, because she lived up in the tree. She didn't come down. She lived up in this tree. Yeah, there were other people doing it as well. I'm not saying that there weren't, but she was kind of like the last one standing. Yeah. Amazing book. I'll just read the back of it, actually. My respect for Julia Butterfly Hill is fathomless. At a time when so many have grown disheartened at the inability of any one person to make a difference, Julia's actions profoundly re-energize the environmental movement all over the world. Her story is a beacon for us all. For what one committed soul can accomplish. Amazing book. It's my beaker impression. Sorry. Because normally when I've read a book, I'll charity shop it, but this is one I have not charity shopped, because when I read it, it blew my mind. Yeah. So if you can get hold of a copy in your local library, or buy a copy cheaply on eBay, like I said, this one was only a couple of quid. Amazing book. Yeah. Quite inspiring. Brings out your inner warrior. Yeah. As does this one. Boudica. By Vanessa Collingridge. Another really amazing book. I've read it about 3 times now. So periodically I pick it up and, you know, give it another read. It's my little bit of cross stitch in there. Just had to show you that for no apparent reason. So yeah, making those changes, and they can be small. Like for me, when I was late teens, early 20s, I realized, you know, a lot of things, like I say, but I realized that what we put on our skin isn't necessarily good. So I went down the path of trying to find natural products that didn't have loads of crap in them, And you know, there are a lot of things out there that call themselves natural that actually are not.
Neil's Yard sauce.
Yeah, Neil's Yard is one of them. Who they sell products that have well, there's a face spray, and sorry if anyone loves Neil's Yard, but I used to love Neil's Yard until I became informed about what's actually in their products. They have face sprays which have got alcohol in them. That's not good. Dries your skin out. Their bath stuff, unless they've changed it recently, has sodium hydroxide in. It's not really good because it dries your skin out. It is a degreaser. Yeah, dries your skin. It's not good. That's just two things that I can think off the top of my head. So I went down the road of using essential oils, and again, I have two books here. My two first ever books that I bought on aromatherapy, and I used to make my own products. And people used to get me to make things for them as well. Perfume oils, lotions, all manner of potions. I was already on that path, yeah. It's quite amazing how, and it's come back in the past 4 or 5 years. It's come back in a really big way. So now we make all of our products. We don't buy any face creams, any medicines. We don't buy any of that. We make everything ourselves. So one of my first, this was the first book I got on aromatherapy, and this actually got 1996. This was when I left my job, my work. I left my job to follow my dream, which wasn't aromatherapy. It was I got into drama school. So with the money that I got from the collection, I bought this. Yeah, Shirley Price's aromatherapy book. And it goes right into the science of aromatherapy, which is fascinating. Yeah, absolutely amazing. Wendy, no, I haven't read that. Legend of the Rainbow Warrior, Steve McFarlane. I've heard his name. Have you heard of him?
Mm-hmm.
He has heard of him. I've heard of him. But no. Oh, wow. Ah, I see. I might have to see if I can find that. Thank you, Wendy. Very cool. So that was one book I got on aromatherapy. This is the other one. This was a birthday present because I started asking people for books, yeah, for birthdays and things. It's called The Fragrant Mind by Valerie Ann Wormwood. Sorry, Wormwood. Nearly Wormwood, as far as I'm concerned. And again, that goes into great detail about how you can use oils, the whole science behind it, yeah. And it is absolutely fascinating. Excellent, excellent book. So that's kind of, I suppose, my witchy journey kind of became real then. You know, that whole being mindful. For me, it was about being mindful about what I was putting on my skin, yeah? Not so much about what I was putting inside my body, because I used to drink a lot and smoke a lot and do other things a lot. But, you know, what I put on my skin was very important to me.
Well, that is part of the process of reverence with yourself. Is to, it's not forgiving yourself, it's accepting and releasing.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then moving forward into this
definitely
more powerful being.
Yeah,
that you are, or kind of waking up to that, I suppose.
And I guess that kind of journey led me to yoga. I mean, I kind of brushed up against yoga when I was about 20. I used to, you know, dip my toe in every now and again, but it was only really when Henry, when I was pregnant with Henry, that it became really, you know, something that actually, no, I need to do this. But the big thing for me around my yoga practice was breath work and chanting. And I can't remember when I bought this book, to To be quite honest, it must have been well over 10 years ago. Krishna
We will
Das.
post all the
Chance of a Lifetime.
afterwards.
Such an amazing story, yeah. Again, stories. We both love stories, yeah. And this guy tells an amazing story. But what resonated absolutely with me was his epiphany. He had that same feeling of expansion in his chest, and he wasn't sure what it was. So he panicked, like I did, because I thought, oh my God, it's like this whole, what's that? The world's closing in on me. But actually it's not. It's not a feeling of, what's that feeling? Claustrophobia. It's not a claustrophobia feeling. It's you're expanding from your heart. And the way he tells it in this book was a huge revelation for me, because I'm like, oh my God, someone else has actually felt that out there in the world. Oh shit. So that was a big one. That was a big wake up for me. And it actually, it did inspire me to carry on the road of, you know, freeing the voice. Where's that book? Where's Chloe's book?
Chloe's book is
There. This lady, it's got tea on it. It got tea on it.
Oh my! Oh no, that's when I went on the protest.
Oh right. It went on the last protest, did it?
That's
It's not something horrible, is it?
No, it's, I think it's 3 bean salad.
Oh, three bean salad.
Spelt that one.
Oh, Chloe Goodchild, amazing lady who is all about the power of sound and how it can change your life. And believe me, when you embrace your voice in its whole uniqueness, it is liberating, yeah. And you can change things through your voice. It is quite amazing. There it is. Naked Voice. Transform your life through the power of sound. Chloe Goodchild.
We will be posting these.
So how this links to Eco, like Earth Day, it's being your authentic self. It's always about being your authentic self, yeah, which corresponds to the earth, because we are, you know, the earth is our mother. There's nothing, that's it. You know, if there's one truth that underlies everything, it's that, yeah. If you ever done any work around kind of soul realignment, then yes, you know, there could be other planetary influences that, or other astronomical influences, but we are children of the earth. We were physically born on this planet, yeah. I'll let you talk about that one.
Yeah.
So that's how, you know, releasing your voice relates to, you know, Earth Day, because it's being your authentic true self, yeah, in your own unique voice. So I'm just reading.
I'm making my shelves at the moment out of
an old bed base. Fantastic. That is so cool, Lisa. That's what it's all about. You know, repurposing what you've already got. You know, work with what you got. And that's not, just making do, you know, like after the war. This is repurposing stuff. It's upcycling. It's, you know, being the eco warrior. Yes. Your turn, darling.
It's 10-2.
It's 10-2, is it? Did you just want to talk briefly about your books that you've got there?
No, I'll do them another time.
You sure?
Yeah, because we got the
okay.
The chant.
The chant. Okay, so it's, I can't believe that's gone already.
We'll be posting.
Yeah.
We will be posting the books. So, well, I'll quickly show you them. There's that one there, which is How to Be Green.
How to Be Green.
And that is...
Ian's wearing some nice green tonight, this evening.
Who's the publisher?
Don't know.
I'm sure that is. It's John Button. So we'll post that one. That was one. And this is a very good book, The Spiritual Activist, which is
Claudia Horowitz.
Yeah. And then the last one, which is kind of on the yoga side, or energy stretching, as I call it, which is that one, and that's a good starter book for anybody wishing to get into
Stephen Sturgis.
Into yoga. It's quite an easy read, and it's quite comprehensive, but it's not too much. Certainly a good book for anybody that's dyslexic. It's quite easy to read, and you can jump in and jump out. So yeah, but I recommend that one if you are getting into, you know,
eco warrior stuff.
Making shelves out of your bed.
Absolutely,
Like
we love that.
So,
I just also wanted to touch on candles as well, because there's I know, you know, people buy if you because we can't all afford expensive candles, yeah. So I'm just reading what Amanda said. To Private Teacher, I love the book Brother Eagle, Sister Sky, about the Native American Indians and how they revere the land of their ancestors and the importance of this. Absolutely. Because at the end of the day, we're only where we are now because we're standing on the shoulders of our ancestors. That's a very simple truth, but it is a truth. You know, we wouldn't be here now if it wasn't for them. So, yeah, in many ways, shapes or forms. Which is why I am so looking forward to Beltane. And, you know, that whole, I love it. I love Beltane. Because there is another time of year as well. Summer solstice is the other time of year, as well as Samhain, when the veil is thin, which I learnt today. That, you know, in my 21-day deity connection research. Yes. Okay, so I want to talk about candles. Yes, the real cost of cheap candles, cheap paraffin candles. We did a little experiment in our local Wilkies, yeah, our local Wilkinsons, because they sell a lot of. They only sell paraffin candles. Yeah, they don't sell any other candles in there. I don't know anywhere around here that sells beeswax candles, actually. Not unless you want to go out to, you know, towards London. So maybe me. Do you know what's in these candles? Do you know what these candles are made of? Well, we don't know. Let me see if I can find someone to tell you. Okay, so we're waiting. And I knew what the answer was going to be. I knew what they were going to say. Oh, well, yeah, we don't actually know what's in our candles. Okay, so why don't you know what's in your candles? Why doesn't it have ingredients on them? Oh, well, that's kind of not our policy. We don't know what's in the candles. And that's all she could say. We don't know what's in the candles. I'm very sorry, but we don't know what's in the candles. It's like,
she actually talk like that.
You know they talk like that. Do they talk like that? You were only saying the other day about that particular way people talk in supermarkets.
Supermarket talk.
Supermarket talk. It's very peculiar. Anyway, I digress. So, yeah, candles. I can't remember the last time I used anything else. But I do use beeswax candles. Yeah, I have done that, Wendy, the recycling old wax. The problem I found with that, because I don't have candle molds, is that I'm then restricted to little tiny container candles, which didn't always burn properly. So I've got the time, don't worry. I just want to say this quickly about candles, don't worry. So we might run a little bit over, okay? So I started buying beeswax candles, but that turned out very expensive. So I thought I'm going to roll my own. But because we're vegan, I do have a conflict there about using beeswax. So I had to, it annoys the blooming thing out of me. I know that if I blended some kind of soy with some kind of plant wax, and I could come up with something. Yeah, but it's not happened yet. But something I found was old replicas of Roman oil lamps, and even the little oil lamps that they use for Diwali could be used in place of candles, and that you can use any oil with those. You know, use olive oil if you wanted to. Buy a cheap olive oil and use that. So I just wanted to mention about candles, because there is a price, a high price to cheap candles, which is the manufacture of paraffin, which is not good for the planet. So yes, I just wanted to say about candles.
So I mean, on the end of, because we're going to go into the chant.
We're going to do the chant, yes.
And on the end of that, I'd just like to add that please be easy on yourself.
Absolutely, it's a journey.
Mother Earth made you, so wherever you're at,
yeah,
you know, that's okay, that's fine. Don't beat yourself up for not doing this or not doing that, because it's all part it's all part of the learning. It's an evolution. Yeah, please don't beat yourself up, and it is a wonderful journey when you discover different bits of pieces in witchcraft.
Absolutely.
And doing things in a different way. You know, we slowly go towards that. So you know, even if you're just thinking of not using fast foods, for example, that's great. That's great. Even if you're still a meat eater and you think, you know, I'm not going to eat fast food, that's absolutely great. Yeah. Because that will build and build and build. So it's like building this
foundation. It's a foundation.
This being who you're developing into. But you can always come back to when you was first born. And when you was first born, because we are talking about Mother Gaia. Yeah. That she made you as you are. Yeah, I wouldn't say perfect, but she made you as you are, which is to have simple requirements: drinking water, eating food, providing yourself some shelter, to keep yourself warm, and to give and seek love. Yeah. That's it. You can always come back to that.
Yeah, absolutely. So Joanne's asking, oh, where's it gone? Soy candles. Yeah, I mean, soy candles are great. Because I make my own, soy candles are very hard. If you're making your own, they're very difficult to make. You need molds and they can crack. So you need to add some kind of a different wax to the soy, which is kind of where I kind of want to go with it, mixing soy with some kind of plant wax, but it hasn't manifested at the moment. Ice candles. Put crushed ice in a plastic cup, make a hole in the bottom, pour in melted wax and add a wick. Oh my goodness. Melted wax. That is quite amazing. I love that. Oh, wow. That is very cool. So you could maybe get through a lot of crushed ice, wouldn't I? I like it though. I like it. Soy wax is often made from Roundup. Oh yeah. Organic soy wax. I think the soy wax I use from Naissance is organic. Naissance, they sell on Amazon. I'm not sure if they sell on eBay, but they definitely sell on Amazon. And they're spelled Naissance, Naissance. Yeah, and the organic the soy wax I buy from them is organic. So that's where you can get organic soy wax from, Wendy. It's not easy to come by. But yeah, I understand what you mean about the whole, mass-produced soy thing. Which actually is, most of it isn't even for blooming human consumption. It's to feed the animals. What a disgusting thing to feed animals genetically modified soy. Naissance, yes. They're very good. I buy all my raw ingredients for making creams and stuff. I buy from Naissance because they're really, really good. And they're some of their products you can buy non-organic, but a lot of them are organic. And things like their avocado oil, their shea butter, mango butter, you can either buy it refined or unrefined. So if you prefer that kind of raw, the smell of it and the feel of those things, then you can buy it without the being refined. They're really, really good, and their prices aren't extortionate either. I mean, I buy stuff in big containers for making creams and stuff, but yeah, they're really, really good, and their essential oils are good as well, I have to say. Okay, I'm going to stop talking. So we're going to do a chant, and if you know this chant, join in. If not, just grab a drum. And then if anyone's got any questions, anything at the end, while I'm going through the crystals that we've got here. There, that's great. Okay. Are you playing the drum or are you doing that one? What are you doing? Oh, you got your headphones in. I was going to do it to him, but he's got his headphones in. That's funny. Okay. Okay. So this is the Gayatri mantra, earth chant. Okay. So join in if you know it. If you don't, that's fine as well. Om. Om Bhurvasvaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat. Om Bhurvasvaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat. Om Bhurvasvaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat. Om Bhurvasvaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat. Om Bhurvasvaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat. Om Bhurvasvaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat. Om Bhurvasvaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat. Om Bhurvasvaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat. Om Bhurvasvaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat. savitur varinyam Bargo devasya dhimahi Dhiyo yona prachodaya Om Bhurvasvaha Tatsavitur Varinyam Bargo devasya dhimahi Dhiyo yona prachodaya Boom, 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 boom. Wow. Okay. So I'm just going to go through these crystals. Some of them you've seen before. Carnelian. Not strictly speaking earth, but very grounding. You're welcome. Wendy, Mandy. Hi, Robin. So carnelian, very grounding. So if you want to connect to the earth, although this isn't an earth stone, this will ground you, yeah. And when you're grounded, you feel secure, you feel safe, you feel comfortable in your own body, yeah. Carnelian, love this. It's my favourite. Okay, this is Scottish greenstone. I'm just going to take it out of the pack. I'll keep it in here because it's so tiny. If I can find it. Ooh, here we go. Scottish greenstone is quite beautiful. It's a very ancient stone, this one. I think it's something like 5 million years old or something like that. Thank you, Tracy. It's an amazing chant, the Gayatri Mantra. It took me bloody ages to learn it, but it's stuck in there now, it won't go. So this one's Scottish greenstone, yeah. That's one that directly connects to the earth, yeah. Direct earth connection, that one. Same with this one. Black kyanite. I always want to call it black calcite. It's not, it's black kyanite. Happy Earth Day, Robin. So this is black kyanite. Now, black kyanite is an earth healer. And it is a big grounding stone, yeah. But it is, and it does come in that formation. All the ones I've seen, it comes in that kind of fan-like formation. It's quite beautiful. It's a beautiful stone. Very powerful when you hold it in your hand as well. That's black kyanite, okay. Septarian, earth healing stone. This is one that you could grid in your garden, or you could place it on a map, and by vibration it would heal that area where you place it on the map. The other one that's like that is this one, aragonite. That's very similar in its intention. So you could place either of those or both of those on a map and heal via the vibration on the map, yeah. So this one, septarian, and this one, whoops, is aragonite, yeah. Also known in its raw format, this is aragonite in its raw format, yeah. It's like a Sputnik. So it's got little sticky out bits. It's very cool. Beautiful stone, that one. Okay, what else have we got? I've got 2 pieces of petrified wood here. I know they're not really scared. So you can see the rings on that one. Yeah, but on the green one, you can't really see the rings. Yeah. So again, big earth connection, this one. Petrified wood, yeah, that one. Those 2. Quite amazing. And you can use it for journeying. I used it on the ancestors thing the other day, because you can actually journey back through time via the rings on these, yeah. Quite amazing. Another one that directly connects to the earth is desert stone. That's another direct earth connection. Yeah, quite beautiful. This is quite a small specimen actually. You can get them a lot bigger than that. Not overly expensive either, that one. So that's Desert Rose. That, okay. This one is a brown agate. Now you might be able to see the lines in that agate. It's a brown agate. So again, not necessarily an earthstone, but it is very grounding. Brown agate. So you can sort of see the bands in it, yeah, just on the edge there. So that's brown agate, quite beautiful. I'm a big fan of agates. I'm going to save the best one till last. This is Greenlandite. This is another direct earth connecting stone, yeah, and again it's a very old stone. This one was it's not a very cheap stone, but it's definitely affordable. You're welcome, Lisa. Happy Earth Day. So this is Greenlandite. Yeah, quite a beautiful stone. And that one, so that one connects directly to the earth as well. One of my all-time favorites, although I had a love-hate relationship with it when I first bought it. It's a piece of obsidian. Another very grounding stone, and its connection is via volcanoes, so it is a very deep earth connection. Yeah, obsidian. It's volcanic glass basically. So that's obsidian. It's quite an amazing piece, that. Oh, obsidian. It looks like some kind of weird monster. It's going to go off there. Sorry, can't help it. I'm a child, really. Malachite. Malachite. Now, you wouldn't necessarily think that malachite was an earth healer, but it is, yeah. And because of its lines in it, if you can see that, again, you can travel with malachite, yeah. But it's another earth healer, so you could grid with malachite, yeah, to heal the earth, to heal your piece of land, or again, you could place it on a map and it would heal the earth. Beautiful. We've done aragonite. Oh, this one, Gaia stone. So Gaia stone is, so I'm just looking at my candle. It's gradually filling up the candle holder. I think I need to put it out actually. Just give me a sec, bear with me. Otherwise it's going to get candle wax all over me. All over me crystals. This is Gaia stone. Gaia stone is it's actually the ash of Mount St. Helens, which has been compressed into green glass, which is quite amazing, really. So again, that's another very deep earth connection, that one, because it comes from right below the earth from the volcanoes. Yeah, so that is a very cool one. Yeah, I'm hurrying it along because I've just been told it's 1:15. Lava stone, protective, comes from volcanoes, deep earth connection. Yeah, hurrying it along, Smoky quartz, extremely grounding. So this will connect below your root chakra. Yeah, this will connect to the chakra that's beyond your feet. Yeah, very grounding stone. Yeah, so it connects to the earth. It actually connects to the earth chakra, which is below your feet. Okay, perfect for any kind of grounding work. Boji stones, grounding, again, don't necessarily correlate with the earth. They're more Mars, but they are very grounding stones. Okay, Boji stones. Woohoo! They are quite heavy as well. They kind of feel metallic. They have iron in them, that's why. You've seen this one before, but this, the reason I've got this one out, the orbicular ocean jasper, is because it corresponds to the interconnectedness of everything. Yeah, so Earth Day, us, the Earth, people on the planet, interconnectedness of everything. Yeah, without the Earth we wouldn't be here. Yeah, and I imagine without even other people we wouldn't be here either, because we all need each other really, although we don't like to think that we do. It'd be a pretty boring world if it was just one person on the Earth, wouldn't it, really? Although it'd be very quiet. So that's Ocean Orbicular Jasper. And the best till last. This is one of Ian's newer ones. This is a dragon stone. And it is immense. Yeah. So if any of you like working with dragon energy, this is the stone you want to get. It's called Dragon Stone. And we bought this from our friends at Keystone Crystals on their Facebook group, yeah, in one of their sales. Dragonstone. This is a very grounding stone. It connects big time to the earth, dragon energy, yeah, and it will unblock your root chakra. If you have a blockage for manifesting, because that's where the manifesting comes from. When you manifest, it manifests from the root chakra, because the earth is what manifests, yeah. So if you have any problems manifesting, this will unblock your root chakra and help you manifest, yeah. Dragonstone. Beautiful, beautiful stone, yeah. And it actually looks like dragon skin. It's like, wowzer. And that actually lives on Ian's altar, because he is an earth boy. So this lives on Ian's altar. He's very kindly let us have a look at it this evening. It's pretty good like that. Okay, so that's the crystals that we have here this evening. I did put a photo up of them, so you can have a look. I would like to thank you all for joining us this evening. Replay it if you feel that you want to. Sorry, there's something underneath my leg there. That's a bit weird. So yeah,
it's the earth.
It's the earth. Yes, it's the earth under my leg. Oh my god. Oh my. Cool. So thank you for joining us on this evening. It's been lovely to share this Earth Day with you. And yeah, enjoy everything. If no one else has any questions, we're going to go off. We're going to go make our dinner. And we will see you. Next one is on... Ooh, that's a good question, actually. When's the next one? Thursday. Okay. So Thursday's Facebook Live, that'd be the 26th, we're still working on the inner abundance, yeah? We're working on inner abundance until Jupiter goes direct again. This is a new planet, Jupiter. So
and they said it was Nibiru.
Yeah, and they said it was Nibiru. It's Jupiter. Oh my dear. So we will see you on Thursday. Yeah, I've just downloaded Jupiter. I don't know what no idea.
So watch out, because you heard it here first. Jupiter is coming. Not Nibiru.
No, not Nibiru, no Jupiter. Okay, so Thursday, inner abundance. I think it's probably 6 o'clock, but double check it in events, yeah. So I will see you on Thursday. Ian won't be here, he's going to his church. Hope you had a lovely evening with us. Sorry we've run over it again. It's because we're passionate about this stuff, you know. That's my excuse anyway. So enjoy the rest of your evening. Happy Earth Day all. And we will see you on Thursday for Jupiter Inner Abundance. Bright blessings. Doink.